This dude ate every snack in the Tough Enough house. Al Snow was dumbfounded, befuddled. Oh my God, man, this is back when he had hair. Where's my camera? Where's my camera? Get my damn camera. XDN Wrestling back at it. Ryback Reeves has come out of hiding. The last time I seen Ryback, he was eating Chipotle burritos in his car with a adult star. Imagine the smell. I don't know about her or the sour cream. Hit the like button. Is Roman Reigns is the reason Ryback has now come back in the public to make some statement. Apparently, the rotund Conrad Thompson, Paul Bearer's other son, is in an online feud with Ryback Reeves. And it says Ryback comes to the defense of Roman Reigns. Now, anyone who knows me knows I can't stand Conrad Thompson. He's one of the greatest con men in wrestling history. He's a carny extraordinaire, and he's an enabler of Ric Flair. Conrad, I'm at the bar. I'm getting drunk all night. Conrad Thompson, famously, he married the wrong Flair daughter. Imagine Conrad in bed with Charlotte, and he's wearing nothing except one of her title belts. Oh no. Now apparently, like I said, I never cared for Conrad Thompson. But apparently, he made a very logical statement, and Conrad Thompson says Roman Reigns is one of the most overrated wrestlers in WWE history and overpushed. Now, we all know this. But for some reason, this bothered Ryback to the point where he's made a public appearance and he's in a conflict with Conrad Thompson. Wasn't Ryback supposed to come back to wrestling like 5 years ago? He kept saying he's getting these like 15 surgeries and Cody Rhodes is his friend and Cody Rhodes is going to get him on AEW. Well, Cody Rhodes left you high and dry and he's now slurping Triple H's kneecaps. The game. And Ryback will never, probably ever be in WWE again because he praised the death of Vince McMahon's mother and he said a lot of crazy things and so on and so forth. But this article says Ryback comes to the defense of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has found an unlikely defender amid the latest debate over his legacy. Now, Roman Reigns, he is one of the most overrated wrestlers of all time. I don't care what no one says. He has no charisma, but he does have big horse teeth. Roman Reigns, he has the physical appearance, but he has nothing else. He has nothing else. If you listed every major real main eventer in the company's history, you would take Roman Reigns over them. Bruno Sammartino, no. Hogan, Superstar Graham, Austin, Rock, Kurt Angle, Triple H in his prime, Shawn Michaels in his prime, Bret Hart in his prime, Undertaker. You're not taking Cena, Orton, Batista. I'm not taking Roman Reigns over any of them. I'm taking CM Punk over Roman Reigns. I'm taking 2011 CM Punk over Roman Reigns. Because at least then CM Punk can still go in the ring. He's not like he is now where he's an old man crapping his tights. Man, AJ Lee's going to end up with this old bastard just cleaning his diapers. Oh, my God, man. Oh. Well, it's hard for me to feel sorry for a Puerto Rican, but, whatever. This article says, after Conrad Thompson spent several days arguing that Roman Reigns ranks among the most overrated main event stars in the company's history, former star Ryback stepped in to push back against the criticism. Rather than joining the conversation to take another shot at Reigns, the big guy offered a lengthy defense. Ryback, because they still have Twitter. They still have Twitter. Ryback says, as far as Roman Reigns, he says Roman Reigns has been nothing but professional, respectful, and hardworking every time I've shared a locker room or the ring with him. I worked with him quite a bit early on and at different points throughout my 4 years in World Wrestling Entertainment as the Ryback character. I have nothing but respect for him. Yes, he was chosen by the company. Before I finish reading this, Ryback's response serves no purpose. Conrad Thompson is giving his opinion in a historic fashion. What does that have to do with Roman Reigns is professional and respectful? Okay, what does that have to do with his ranking all time if you're having a discussion? What does that have to do with anything? See, this is the problem with people in this world. People in this world, they have this thing of if you criticize someone, somehow you're like hating on them or you're tearing them down or you're disrespecting them. What are you talking about? Roman Reigns is overrated. That's the reason the audience booed his ass for 5 straight years until they turned him heel. He's not a top babyface in a company. I don't even know if he's a face now. He's never comes off. He's not a good babyface. He never was. He's a better heel, but even as a heel, he should not be a top guy. As far as the number one guy. Put Reigns in any other era, he's not a top guy. He's not. He's upper mid-card at the best. At best. And upper mid-card, he wasn't better than Ted DiBiase. He's not better than Rick Rude. He's not better than Razor Ramon. At best, he might be an upper mid-carder in another era. In the 80s, I think Roman Reigns is a mid-carder, period. In the 90s, he's a mid-carder. In the 90s, Roman Reigns is a Polynesian Van Hammer. So please. But for some reason, Ryback has taken this as Conrad Thompson disrespecting. Did Conrad Thompson, was he supposed to do a podcast and he canceled it? So now Roman Reigns is, so now Ryback is going off? Yes, he was chosen by the company. Thank you. He was a chosen one and pushed heavily while he was learning and growing. That's part of the business. Every major promotion has people they believe in and invest in. They didn't believe in Roman Reigns. They were slurping him and they shoved him down the whole audience's throat. The opportunities may be given, but what you do with them is what ultimately matters. Weren't you a tag champion with Mr. Perfect Son? How did that go? Roman continued to improve, learn from mistakes, suffer and succotash, son. Get to the point. Handled enormous pressure and built a resume that speaks for itself. Okay, what does it mean to build a resume? You're pushed to death. He didn't build a resume. He was pushed to death. They would not let him fail. They gave him the title 1,000,000 times. They made him the main event 1,000,000 times. Roman Reigns is not a draw. He's not a real star. If you walk down the street, no one knows who Roman Reigns is, just like Cody Rhodes. No one knows Roman Reigns. He's not a real star. He's a forced star. It's okay, did Ryback know wrestling is fake? You can make anybody the fucking top guy or the world champion if you want. They could have made Funaki the top champion. They could have made Funaki the top guy for 20 years. It's wrestling. Roman Reigns is not a real top guy. Roman Reigns is a top guy in a weak era of the company. In the weakest era of the company, yeah, he's the number one guy. But put him in any other era, he's not. He's like the number 12 guy. But anyway, would WWE survive without Roman? Of course. Okay, that just proved my point. Because when you're a real top guy, it's in question if the company can go on without you. When Austin got hurt in 99, it was a question, can they go on without him? And they did go on without him, but it wasn't as big. And when he came back, it got bigger. That's what she said. Of course, World Wrestling Entertainment has become such a massive global brand. Oh God, he's talking like Eric Bischoff. That no single talent is bigger than the company. Yeah, they made it that way. That's true for every wrestler. Okay. He's just rambling forever. Jesus Christ. That's true for every wrestler who has ever been there. No, that's not true. Because the company, okay, Ryback, well, this is nothing about Ryback. And I like Ryback. I thought he was underrated, underused. But Ryback, if you listen to him talk enough, he doesn't know that much about wrestling history. Because he says stupid shit like, no talent is bigger than the company. That's true for every wrestler who's ever been there. Okay, that's not true. That's true in the last 15 years. Because in the last 15 years, they stopped pushing wrestlers to be top stars and they started just building the company's name. So that's not true. Because in the 60s, if Bruno was not main eventing, they could not sell out the Garden. If Bruno and Pedro Morales were not there, they could not sell out the Garden. In the 70s, if Superstar Graham was not there, they could not sell out. If Andre, Hogan, if these people were not there in the 80s, they could not sell out. Savage, you always needed top guys. So I don't know what he's talking about. In 95, they were doing the worst business ever. Why? They didn't have a real drawing top guy. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels were great talents, but they weren't big draws. So when he says it's been true, the company's so big, they don't need anyone. No talent is bigger than the company. That's been true for whoever has been there. What are you talking about? That's not been true. That's only been true for the last 10, 15 years because they made it that way because they're so afraid of people being a star and then leaving for Hollywood. Batista, Rock, Piper, Hogan. So Ryback, once again, he doesn't know history when he says these stupid things. The next person steps up and the business keeps moving forward. That doesn't mean you should discredit what someone has accomplished. How is saying someone's overrated when you can clearly see they're overrated? How is that discrediting them? They push this person down your throat forever. You're defending something that needs no defense, and the defense doesn't fit. Hit the like button. Success deserves respect, even if someone isn't your personal favorite. You should respect someone that you rejected as the audience because they keep pushing him down your throat. Okay, so I guess you should respect Jeff Jarrett because he made himself the TNA champion for 5 years. I guess you should respect Triple H because he kept making himself the champion for 5 years or however long that was. Like, this makes no sense what he's saying. I've always believed, he says, if you don't like the way a company is run, go build your own business and prove your vision works. Yes, because it's that easy for a fan to start their own wrestling company. This is stupidity. And this is the same guy who, when he left the company, was ranting and going crazy on Vince McMahon and Triple H. He was going against the company. Now, has Ryback sold out like CM Punk? Why is he doing this message? Has all the feed me more protein powder, it's not selling anymore? Has he sold out? Is he trying to get back in the company? Does he want one more run with CM Punk? Him and CM Punk, the two sellouts. Why? What is he talking about? Okay, Ryback, the same criticism he's telling people who criticize this company and Roman Reigns, you're wrong. Okay, but you're giving the same criticism of the company when you quit. So why didn't you take your own advice in this and build your own company? That makes no sense. It's easy to criticize from the outside. Oh my God. Is Ryback a millennial? This is the most liberal millennial. Why can't we all just, get along and, rainbows and coloring books and, why can't we all just sing Cody Rhodes' theme song and, why can't we all have a puppy named Pharaoh? Like, what is this shit? Is Ryback trying to sell out like CM Punk to get a job? Wrestling is better when we recognize hard work and achievement instead of looking for reasons to tear people down. And that's the last bite. Get that corny shit out of here. What this whole rambling made no sense. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Being pushed to death for a position you were not ready for, and people saying that it's not disrespect. You're calling it as you see it. And he contradicts himself in this when he says the company is bigger than one person. But then you're saying Roman Reigns achieved so much. It can't be both. What are you talking about? Either he was carrying things and a real star, which he wasn't, or the company's bigger than everyone and they don't matter, the company matters. He contradicts himself in this rant. This is nonsense, but I think why would Ryback just randomly write this letter on Twitter? Is he trying to sell out and lick the kneecaps of Triple H for a job? Goldberg's gone. For years he wanted that Goldberg match, not gonna happen. Braun Strowman's gone. They need a new Lars Sullivan. He took himself out of the game. There's only in this company there's only one position for a big bald white man. Goldberg's gone. Lars Sullivan gone. Brock Lesnar keeps faking he's gone. So Ryback, that spot is opening back up. Feed me more. What are your thoughts on this? Leave it in the comment section. If you want to support the channel, you can donate to the Cash App. It's XDN Wins. If you have a video request, if you want me to talk about something, past, present, or future involving wrestling, donate to the Cash App and let me know what you want me to speak about. I'm up out of here, and that is it. Follow me on Instagram at XDN Online. This business, the nonsense never ends. It never ends. It can't. Oh my God.